In today's fast-paced world, everything is constantly changing. From technology to trends, we live in a world of constant evolution. But here's the thing. Some things never change. And one of those things is the fact that a man must always be able to handle himself, no matter what life throws at him. But here's the catch. We live in a world where many men have become weak. And I'm not talking about physical strength. I'm talking about mental and emotional strength. The kind of strength that comes from knowing who you are and being able to handle whatever life throws at you. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, isn't this toxic masculinity? But hear me out. This isn't about being a jerk. It's about reclaiming strength, purpose, and resilience. And if you want to be the best version of yourself, there are 8 essential skills every man must master to level up in life. Trust me, it's time to embrace the challenges and come out on top. Skill 1. Knowing how to fight. Let's start with an obvious one, knowing how to fight. Now, I'm not talking about starting street fights or being a bully. That's not what this is about. It's about being able to defend yourself and those you love when it matters most. In fact, mastering the art of self-defense isn't just about fighting. It's about knowing that you can handle yourself in any situation. Imagine this scenario. You're walking down the street with someone you care about, your girlfriend, your sister, your mom. A guy walks by and grabs her inappropriately or says something disrespectful. What do? You can't just stand there and pretend nothing happened. Not only will you lose their respect, but you'll lose your own self-respect too. As a man, you need to be ready to step in and protect your people. But this doesn't mean you should be looking for trouble. Avoid fights when you can, but when you must defend, do it decisively. Knowing how to throw a punch, how to move, how to defend yourself, it's vital. But just as important is knowing when not to fight. It's about control. And that's what makes you a true man. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can just pick up fighting techniques from movies. You need to train. Get a coach, go to a gym, or take a self-defense class. Learn the basics of fighting. Learn to protect yourself and those around you. Skill 2. The ability to diffuse conflict. The second skill is the ability to diffuse conflict. Now this goes hand in hand with knowing how to fight. In fact, the best men, the strongest men, are also the ones who can calm situations down without throwing a single punch. Think about the most powerful people you know, whether it's a successful entrepreneur, a political leader, or even the guy you know who just commands respect without saying a word. There's something they have in common. They know how to diffuse conflict. Imagine this. You're in a situation where things are escalating. People are shouting, tempers are flaring. The strongest person in that situation isn't the one who's shouting the loudest. It's the one who steps in and says, "Let's all take a breath and figure this out." And this skill doesn't just happen. You need to practice it. Stay calm, be assertive but not aggressive, and understand the power of a measured response. The best leaders don't fight to prove they're the toughest. They fight to make things right. So be the man who brings peace to the chaos. Skill 3. Commanding presence. The third skill is commanding presence. Ever notice how some men just seem to own the room when they walk in? It's not magic, it's skill. You can develop a commanding presence too, and it starts with your body language. When you walk into a room, do people notice? Do they respect you? If not, that's something you can fix. Start with the basics. Stand tall. Shoulders back, chest out. Your body language speaks before your words do. When you speak, look people in the eye. Don't fidget. Don't cross your arms. And when you shake hands, don't be the guy with the weak handshake. A firm handshake shows strength and confidence. And here's the thing. This isn't about faking it. It's about becoming the kind of man people respect. Start surrounding yourself with strong people. Other men who carry themselves with confidence. Watch what they do. Learn from them. And if you don't have those kinds of people in your life yet, start building those relationships. Your presence will be something that people naturally respect. Skill 4. Deep critical thinking. Next up, deep critical thinking. This is one of the most underrated skills, yet it's one of the most powerful. In a world where everyone's trying to get your attention, The ability to think deeply will set you apart. Critical thinking means you don't just accept things at face value. You question assumptions, challenge your own beliefs, and seek out other perspectives. The ability to think critically isn't just useful in debates, it's essential for making good decisions in life. Start by reading more. Don't just listen to your friends or social media influencers. Read books, dive deep into topics that interest you. Think for yourself. Ask questions. A man who knows how to think deeply has a far better chance of succeeding than one who just follows the crowd. Skill 5. Financial mastery. Let's talk about money. If there's one thing schools don't teach you, it's financial literacy. And that's one of the biggest mistakes we make as men. But the truth is, you can't afford to ignore this anymore. Money isn't everything, but it's a tool, and you need to know how to use it. Start by learning how to manage your finances. Budgeting, investing, saving. It's all part of mastering your financial future. If you don't understand how money works, you'll always be playing catch-up. A great book to start with is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Learn the difference between assets and liabilities. Start investing early, even if it's just small amounts. The sooner you start thinking about wealth building, the faster you'll get ahead. This is your financial freedom we're talking about. Skill 6. Managing stress. Stress is part of life, no question. But how you handle it will determine your success. Here's the secret. It's not about avoiding stress. It's about managing it. Procrastination is a killer. If you're always behind, you're going to feel overwhelmed. But if you start managing your tasks early, if you stay proactive instead of reactive, you'll take control of your stress. Stress management also means taking time for yourself. Whether it's exercise, meditation, or a hobby, find ways to relax and recharge. When you're calm, you think clearer, you act faster, and you make better decisions. Skill 7. Effective communication. Next up is effective communication. This is one of the most powerful tools you can develop as a man. No matter your field, no matter your goals, your ability to communicate is going to play a huge role in your success. Here's the thing. Communication is a two-way street. It's not just about speaking your mind. It's about listening and engaging. Listen more than you speak. And when you do speak, make your words count. Whether you're making a point in a meeting, comforting someone you love, or just having a conversation, your words hold power. Skill 8. Practical self-reliance. Finally, self-reliance. This is all about becoming a man who can handle life's problems on his own. It doesn't mean you have to be an expert at everything, but you should know how to take care of the basics. Start by learning practical skills. Can you cook a meal, fix a broken sink, handle basic car maintenance? These things may seem small, but they add up to a huge level of independence. And that's powerful. When you're self-reliant, you're not at the mercy of others, you're in control. There you have it. These 8 skills, fighting, conflict resolution, commanding presence, critical thinking, financial mastery, stress management, communication, and self-reliance, are more than just traits. They're the pillars of a strong, successful man. Master them, and you'll be unstoppable. So get to work. Don't wait for life to hand you these skills. You need to go out there and earn them. Start today and become the man you were meant to be. If you're ready to level up your life, hit that like button, subscribe, and join me for more life-changing content. Until next time, stay strong, stay sharp, and keep pushing forward.